Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial on object-oriented programming in Java. Today's tutorial I'm going to talk about interfaces. Interface is a kind of a data structure just like class, but the concepts are a little bit different. The interface do have the methods and variables, but all the methods are not implemented. So the not implemented methods, we call that to be the abstract methods. So what is an abstract method? We can say that the abstract methods are those which just have a method signature but not implementation. Okay, so let's say I have a method, say hello. Okay, so this is my signature, and when I put the curly brace and I'm going to print something like this, okay, this means at this point this is an implemented method. Method. So we'll talk about the abstract methods in more detail again when we are going to talk about the abstract classes. There is a specific class we call the abstract class, but right now in terms of interfaces, just remember that all methods in interface by default are abstract methods. Okay, and we can also define abstract methods in the classes as well. In that case we need to use the keyword abstract. Okay, but in case of interface we are not using this keyword because by default all the methods are abstract methods. And what are the abstract methods? These are not implemented. So that means that the interface do have only the collection of the methods signature. That's it. And now if we go in our slide again, in there that the other than the methods we have also the fields in an interface, and by default the fields are public, static or final. Okay, we do not need to write it explicitly. These are implied, these are implicit. And the next one is that it tells what a class should do, not how it should do. So that means the interface is giving an instruction to the class that what to do, and it's upon the class which will decide how to do it. That's why we are sometimes calling the interface as a blueprint for the class. And as you can understand that we are talking about interface and class simultaneously. That means the unimplemented method are going to be implemented in the class. So let's say one class is not implementing one of the method in the interface. In that case the class has to be defined as an abstract class, and we are going to talk about the abstract class later on. We need to know that the interfaces cannot be instantiated. We know that the class can be instantiated but the interface cannot be. So now let me tell you that what the syntax look like for the interface. So in case of interface, let's say I would like to define an interface as this. Interface hello. Okay, so just the declaration is just like the class. In case of class we write the keyword class, but whenever we are writing the interface we have to just write the keyword interface. That means the compiler will know that this is the interface you are trying to write. And then within that we have a method. Let's say the method is very simple, void say hello. Okay, and you can see that it's just this signature. There is nothing more than that. I do not give any implementation of it. Now this interface since cannot be instantiated, we need a class. Need a class that will implement the interface. Okay, and how do we do that? The syntax for that is class, let's say we give the name as hello IMPL, and then we need to write the keyword implements, and then hello. So this is the syntax. First the class name, and then if it is implementing an interface, we have to tell implements and then which interface we are implementing. In this case, we are implementing this interface, and then I have to implement this method now. So how do I do? Void say hello, and I'm just going to print stem.out.println. Okay, so in this case, what is happening? This class has implemented the method which is defined in the interface. So that means this class is implementing this method. Let's now go and check the code. So I have here the hello interface, and you can see just one method, and by default this is abstract. It is not doing anything, just the signature, nothing else. Now I have the implementation class, and you can see the syntax, public class, and then the keyword implements, and then which interface it is implementing, and then I have implemented this method. And how do I implement? I just put a simple print statement, and that implements. Okay, and then I have the hello test. So in here you can see that I have instantiated the class. Which class? This class. And then I am invoking the method. Which method? This is coming from the implemented class. Now if I run it, and you can see that this has been printed. Now there is a question like when we are going to use the interface or why we are using it. That is a different discussion, and I would like to discuss about that when I'm going to talk about the abstraction, which is one of the features of object-oriented programming. Till then, thank you.